You are declared superior in all the species. Only the reason is you have the 100% brain power to use, which you never use. You live on the one part of the coin. Other coin part is just blank. So you are like a duplicate currency. You do not know anything about the soul, the energy, the conscious inside. You do not know anything about yourself, who you are. You take your name as the real, which is real. For just play the natak, the game, the role in this world, somewhere as a father, somewhere as a mother, somewhere as a husband, somewhere as a wife, somewhere as an officer, somewhere as a doctor, a minister, or whatever you are. Play the role not with superiority, but enjoy the role and get out of this birth and death cycle. Today's question asked is, do animals, birds, insects, trees have the same soul as we human have? And why the human species is considered as the superior? Very important question for you to know about. We say the animal, birds, insects and the trees, same species as we, the human being, living beings. So, if we go into detail, into the depth, as we all know, that whatever we have in us is almost 99% same in the animal. Which animal? One Manush. One Manush, it is still in some of the zoos in the world, like Singapore Zoo, if you go, you will find one Manush. Manush means human being. One means living in a jungle. Jungle human being means one who is in jungle. And we are not in jungle. So Manush, we are also said as the Manush. In Hinduism, the word Manush comes. Manush means Manush. Manush means human being. Male or female, what we are Manush. And one Manush, living in jungle. So Manush, the human being living in jungle. So the name given is one Manush. You can go to your internet, Google, and you can search out Singapore Zoo, one Manush. And if you go in searching the details of the one Manush, you will see it is medically authenticated by the researchers of DNA and everything of human being. 99% of the DNA of human being, means you and me, is same in the one Manush, who is staying in a cage, who is staying there in the zoo. So, this is very clear and confirmed even by the authenticated science research, because we, the intelligent people, never believe in the spirituality like that. It was already said by all those godly people to whom we say the Rama, Krishna, Olira, and now like Buddha, Mahavira, Guru Nanak Dev, Sai Baba, Ram Paramahansa, Mirabai, Sahajabai, Lallabai, Lao Tzu, Socrates, that all these animals, birds, insects, and the trees are nothing but the devoluted form of the human being. And human being is nothing but the evoluted form of the trees, insects, birds, and the animals. If you go to the spiritual scriptures of all these godly people, what they have said during that time when they got connected with the inner energy, soul, conscious, they saw that before this birth, we all were in the form of animals, one manush, then before that the birds, before that the insects, before that the trees. So these all that what is going on today in this universe, the living or the non-living things are nothing but the one energy is flowing from one body to the another body. What we are today, the human being, energy lastly may be transferred from the animals, from the one manush to you, and you had become human being this birth. And before the one manush, if you go into detail, they had come from the bird's life, bird's body. Before the bird, if we find the bird had come from the insect's, reptile's body. And before that, if we go, they have come from the tree's body. And today you are in human body. Body which takes birth and dies, animal births and dies. Birds, insects and trees takes birth and dies. So this game of birth and death of the body is what we say the death, and that the death is withdrawal of the energy, soul, conscious from the body, transferring to the next body. When transferred to the next body, we say it the birth. When the energy, the soul, the conscious comes in the body, we say it the birth. When it withdraws and goes to the next destination, next body, we say it the death and the birth in the next body. So this is all said by all the spiritual, the godly people before thousands of years, lakhs of years in old epics of Rama and Krishna, in Upanishads, which is say the Samriti and the Shruti, direct life from the God, what rishis of that in the beginning of this earth, when everything came in existence, was listened through the God, the one creator, and that rishis, the sages of that time, said the how world will run, how this Maya on this earth will run. So life from the God, listened by those sages, said to you how the life will run in the outside world, the Maya, and then how you will come back to your home, the God home, the Creator home. That is called last. The Ved says the Maya, and Vedant in the last of the Vedas, Vedant says how to come back to your home, back, God home, which we also said Vedant is also taken separately from the Vedas and said as Upanishads. Upanishads tells you the way back to your home. Veda says you how to live in this world with Maya. So we are just going through the Maya from the birth and death, and we never think of getting out of this cycle of birth and death, means going away from last births of evolution theory, which was proved by Darwin too, that we were the insects, trees, birds and animals, now the human being. So all takes birth and dies, the same dust is transferred to the other body again. So how this thing happen? It is nothing but the journey You started from the Supreme Soul, from the God in the form of human, like the Adam and Eve. You came in this world to move, to enjoy, and come back to your home. But you did not come to your home back. That's why you had gone through all those punishment bodies. Punishment bodies now, the trees, insects, birds, and animals. So as per your karma, karma became the base of getting through these bodies or getting liberated, enlightened. What we say is the out of the birth and death cycle of these bodies. So now, why human being, why the human body, you and me are called as the superior species among all the four. We are the fifth one. We are superior than the insects, trees, birds, and animal living beings. Why? The reason is 5 elements which are making your body are only within you, within human body. What that 5 elements? Air, water, earth, the dust, and fire, the sunlight, and the sky, the brain. These 500% elements are used in your body only, in human birth. That's why you are called as the superior. And the energy now, see, 5 parts body, 4 elements are in animals. Animal does not have the mind. When I say does not have the mind, means they have the mind, you can say dot. You can say only 7%. 7%. Human being has the 100% mind. Animal has the 7% mind. Birds have the 3 element body. 3 element body. So that 3 element body is having only 5% mind. Insects had the 2 element body. They have the only 3%. 3% mind. And then have the trees. They have the only 1% mind. 1 element. Only water. You understand? So 5 elements, we have complete the sample of this complete world, complete universe. Body is of dust. This dust represents earth. Inside the sunlight becoming fire, what you eat goes inside, which is burning, and energy flows through your body. That fire is sunlight. Your sun. Your what you say fire. And then says the air which comes through your nose goes inside. So this air is giving you breathe, the life. Then comes the water, the blood inside your body through the water. And the brain is the topmost, 100% you can use it. Animals 7%, 5% birds, 3% insects, 1% trees. All have the brain. All uses the elements, but the main element I am saying you. 5 element only completely used in the human body. Represents the whole universe. Whole universe outside also see the earth, same dust what you have in your body skin, and light you have inside, that sunlight, fire, then your air going through your nose, outside air, then comes the water which you need, see your rivers going inside you in becoming blood, then comes the brain. Just to think about, ask these questions and get the answers in your brain and get yourself out of this birth and death cycle. So human body is called as the superior species, not only in one but all the spiritual epics of the world. All godly people said, others are not having brain, importantly brain. They only had that much brain to just remember their old birth, their mistake of previous birth, and just to go through the punishment, through the jails. They are in jail. You see, you say the very lovely animal, you have the dog in your home or cat in your home. So how you behave with your dog, who is pet for you, how he sits continuously round the clock, and how many people entertain the dog you have in your home, but dog on the roads, likewise other animals, birds, trees and insects. So all these are having 5 element human body, 4 element animal, 3 element birds, 2 element insects and 1 element tree. 5 elements: water, fire, air, your sky and the earth. So all these 5 elements, which are the outside world, universe, made of these 5, and you are made of these 5. So with these 5 elements and with the brain power 100% given to human body, then 80% you can say to the this, let I say, not this energy, fire. That brain is 100%, 7, 5, 3, 1. I am just giving you example, okay? Don't say the calculation, just for your knowledge. Only insects, birds, trees and animal can only see the previous births which they have committed the mistakes. They are weeping when they are saying chirping. They are singing. No, they are weeping because they are undergoing the punishments of not getting themselves out of birth and death cycle when they were in human body. That's why all the spiritual godly people of the world had said human birth is made to get liberated, enlightened, to go out of this birth and death cycle. Utilize your 100% brain. But hardly any human body deals with 100% brain. 100% brain is used only by those who are enlightened. They had used the 100% brain. Generally, a human body deals with the brain 10 to 15%, you can say. Only 3% to 8% more than the animal. That's all. So, if you can understand the reality, then you can go to that extent from where your 100% brain, if used, the whole energy in you, which is 100% soul energy, will take you to the God home. The same energy in a body is 100%, and same energy which is now back, we go to the animal, it is 80%, then 60% to the birds, 20% to the insects, and 10% to the trees. That's why I see animal like your cow, buffalo, lion have so much of power. Valuation of the energy. But they don't have the brain, they cannot use the energy in the right way to get liberated. Because they are also going through a jail, the punishment. That's why we have heard about the 84 lakh species, 84 lakh punishments. Animal, bird, insect, trees and different species we are going through. So this is what you have to understand. You, the very special human body, is only valuable, is only successful if in this birth as a human body you get relieved, you get released, you get enlightened, liberated all the same from all these birth and death bodies. And how it happens? If you go through the rules and regulations of getting out of this birth and death cycle, the Maya. So this is only possible when you go through the spiritual lectures from the spiritual master, who is going to tell you everything from the topmost spiritual epics of the world. Those only speaks about the liberation, that is Vedant, the ending of the Ved, Upanishad. Upanishad means sitting near the master. Upanishad means sitting near the master and learning the way out from this death and birth of animal, bird, insect, tree and human body. So human body is also a curse. Like the animal, bird, insect, trees are cursed. Only the benefit of this cursed body, where you are said that you can understand the whole procedure, you can understand the rules and regulation and get yourself out of this birth and death cycle. This is only the benefit of your human birth. This is the superiority of this human species. Nothing else. Otherwise, you are evolved form of the animal only. Animal evolved from the birds. Birds are evolved from the insects. Insects are evolved from the trees. But trees, insects, birds and animals all are going to the punishment. Human body also coming through the punishments of that previous birth. And with the karma, karma is the base for your birth and death. Karma is the base for your liberation. So if you are attached to your birth and death and life in between, you are coming back to the birth again. And you may go down, demotion to the animal, one manush again, or to the birds or insects or trees, or you can promote it to the final state that is called devotee or the God. So this is what the superiority. But now, if we come to the superiority ego, that human body is having ego above the other human bodies. You see, if somebody sitting on the top chair is becoming superior, showing ego to other human being. So we have used this superiority in the outer way, that if I am rich, I am superior from the poor. If I am top chair, I am showing superiority to someone else. If I am, say, husband, I am showing superiority over the wife. Many more. So this superiority, this ego will drag you back to the devoluted form of the animal, bird, insect and tree. This is the God who had given you, the creator had given you the opportunity in human body. You are superior of animal, birds, insects and trees, but not superior to any human body. We all are from the one, we all are the same. If you are on the top chair or richest man or whatever, whoever you are, it is only because of your destiny, predestiny in your last birth, what you asked for, desire, attachment to desire, and the bad karma had given you this birth. Nothing of your brain is something special, superior. So if you show your superiority, speciality outside your ego, then you are coming back to again the animal, birds, insects and tree species again after the death, transferring back and going forward. God is superior, creator is superior, not me. Not me. When there is no ego, no home as said by Guru Nanak Deva, then no ankar as said by the Hindu epics, then you are out of this birth and death cycle. You are out, you are real, the superior now. We can say Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Mirabai, Sajobai, Lallabai, Laoji, Sukrat, Rama, Krishna and many of their disciples, they were superior. Not you. Your money, whatever you have, your post, whatever you have, your country, wherever you are, one day everything will be snatched from you. Death will make you again the beggar as you came with the empty hands at the time of birth. You are not superior. Outside things, outside place, outside your whatever luxury is temporary. You are declared superior in all the spaces. Only the reason is you have the 100% brain power to use, which you never use. You live on the one part of the coin. Other coin part is just blank. So you are like a duplicate currency. You do not know anything about the soul, the energy, the conscious inside. You do not know anything about yourself, who you are. You take your name as the real, which is real. For just play the natak, the game, the role in this world, somewhere as a father, somewhere as a mother, somewhere as a husband, somewhere as a wife, somewhere as an officer, somewhere as a doctor, a minister, or whatever you are. Play the role not with superiority, but enjoy the role and get out of this birth and death cycle. That's why you are superior in this passage, but you are the previous animal, bird, insect and tree. And if you don't understand, take your ego here now, outside superiority, you will be going back to the same cycle again. Otherwise, you will be promoted to the God category. You are now near to the God, whoever you worship, to whomever you pray, to whomever you think the close, whoever. Let it be Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera Bai, Sajo Bai, Lalla Bai, Laoju, Socrates, Rama, Krishna, whoever, whatever your God is. Then you will be sitting next to them. You will be enjoying with them as their disciples. Otherwise, one manush, bird, insect, trees, go to the science. If you cannot believe, you have to believe now. Whatever you know medicines are used on the monkeys is given to you. Corona vaccination just applied on the monkeys, given to you. So there is no difference between the monkeys inside, one manush inside and you. So I hope you have understood the real spirituality in you, not that dummy and that egoist spirituality what you have outside, which is going to get you and drag to the again your back spaces again. That will make you to transfer to the previous body in the punishments. Superiority only, you are the special in all the living beings. And the fifth element, sky, the brain we say, either or the energy 100% soul inside to get you out of this birth and death cycle. Otherwise, again going to the 84 to 84 lakh species, if you are thinking yourself superior outside, better come back. Nothing belongs to you. Everything belongs to the one. Even your head here to the toe. Nothing is your brain is not yours. Everything belongs to the one. He is the superior. And once who takes the one superior, not himself or herself, will get out of this cycle. I hope you would have understood a little, and to more and more, getting deep into it, you have to continue with the spiritual lectures with me, and then you will understand the realistic theory of your being, who you are, what superiority you should have. Okay?